Hero Man.
Dr. Von Trapp. It's happening again.
What is happening?
You know, the thing?
Is the spider thing?
No. The other thing.
Yes, go on.
I thought I was in control. But I'm in a situation where I'm not so sure of myself. I can't take much more of this!
You can't take it! Hello?
Alright. What is it exactly you are trying to do?
Lifting a car.
Other powers are okay? Flight,
Yeah, flight's okay.
X-ray vision.
That's the other guy.
Exotic. Well, I should think the answer would be fairly obvious.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fine if I'm by myself, you know, like redirecting missiles into space or catching falling debris. But there are people here. I feel foolish.
Well, if you want to continue as a superhero, I suggest you move beyond your embarrassment. Now let me ask you a question. Do you, Hero Man, want to be a super hero?
It's all I've ever been. It's all I have ever wanted to be.
You're going to have to zog it up and do what needs to be done.
All right. Thanks, Doc. How much do I owe you?
Telephone hours are $150, it's a half-hour minimum, so $75.
Thanks, Doc.
If you're not familiar with the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, it is one of the earliest examples of the horror genre, as well as the seminal work of German Expressionism. It's a tale of mysticism, somnambulism, love, and of course, murder. Murder at the hands of the fortune-telling serial killer known as...
I could be Cesare. Wouldn't it be mad to be Cesare? Wouldn't it be grand to be Cesare? Not just for a day, but forever I'd be Cesare. Go ahead. Ask me anything.
Morning, Jerry.
Morning, Al.
Here's your journal as usual.
Only if you're done with it.
Yeah, completely.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
I got another stock tip for you.
Yeah, thanks. Whatever.
Digisoft.
So have you ever talked to anybody about it?
About what?
Look, do me the courtesy of the next hour or so to at least admit that you actually were there.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I wasn't there.
What do you mean you weren't there?
Okay. I've never told this to anybody before, so if I'm going to do it, you're going to shut up and listen.
Fine.
I was a prick. I know I was. I had it all. Nice house, hot wife, more money than I could ever spend. But I was never so happy as when I was sticking the screws to somebody else. Whether they worked for me or I was doing a deal with them, I loved fucking them in the ass. So on that day, I'd called a staff meeting for 8:45. Everybody who worked for me knew they better be there on time whether I was there or not, or it was their ass. I had no intention of being there on time. I just liked having him hang around and wait for me. So that morning, I stopped off at a little place by the train station, got a cup of coffee. Nice, Brit dark Costa Rican coffee. My favorite. I was late on purpose. By the time I got off the train at Broadway, Nassau, the first plane had already hit. I started running up the street towards the building, and I saw the second plane hit. Everybody thought it was an explosion from the North Tower, but I knew it wasn't. I knew it was the South Tower. It was my tower. I started counting the floors from the top down, see if the plane had hit my floor, but there was too much smoke, I couldn't tell. I tried to get him on my cell phone, but there was no signal. And then people started jumping out of the fucking building. And then it collapsed, and we all just ran. I made it to the Brooklyn Bridge, and that's when it hit me. They died because I was an asshole. They died sitting there waiting for a scumbag boss who was never going to show up. That's when I decided that Richard Barrett died with them that day, and the world is a better place for it.
It's pretty selfish, don't you think?
You try living with that day.
I do, Richard. Every day. I was an EMT that day. I lost more friends than I can even name. This isn't your personal tragedy, you know. You had no way of knowing what was going to happen that day. Nobody did.
Those are just words.
No, they're not. Let's go.